Yo,
What are you saying?
I'm saying, why are we here 2 weeks later?
This is meant to be Wafflers Weekly, fam.
Listen, Boss Meezy, this is your thing. Yeah, I go about your direction, and we're here 2 weeks later. Can you please explain what you've been up to or what you've been doing, such that this is a mad delay?
I've been tackling old ladies in Tesco's for baked beans.
Bro,
That's about it.
how's it been in Sainsbury's and Aldi and Lidl?
I ain't even been to no other shop. I just been Tesco and like a fucking corner shop. Oh, I shouldn't be swearing, but yeah.
I've said to myself, I'm not swearing on this podcast, so I mean, touch wood, I don't swear in this
Yeah.
podcast, so I'm
I,
good.
I'll just bleep it out because I know how to do that now.
Oh, nice. For all
Yeah,
our
I've been editing.
listeners, we got your back in it. Don't watch. We're good.
But I'm not gonna edit out. I lied because that's a bit long. So I'm just gonna let you hear me swear the first time and then we carry on.
You you made me say this disclaimer to all these young listeners. Oh, bro, man, you could just tell me before. But yeah, what you tell me? How's things for you? How's quarantine life?
Quarantine life is boring. It's not so much the can't go out. Like I still haven't been, getting my hour of exercise and that. But the thing with Corona, the whole everyone's wearing a mask outside and the
Yeah,
vibe is weird. Like there's something in the air. You can just feel something odd. So
it's a bit of a everyone's moving a bit booky. Everyone's like, you know what? I'm making sure I'm not touching nobody. I'm making sure I'm 2 meters away. It's like today, for example, I was walking on my road and there was two ladies coming in front of me, opposite direction, obviously. And then
yeah.
one of the ladies, she went across the road when I came past
Do you know
and
what I like?
pavement.
Do you know what I like now though? Everyone's got manners all of a sudden.
For real,
They're not trying to
for
push
real.
past.
You know what? Forget manners for a hot second. That's one thing that in London you don't find that. In Britain you don't find that. No one's got manners here. Yeah, but you got that. Second thing is hygiene. I'll promise you, I've seen too many people in the past who have gone to the bathroom and not washed hands. That makes me sick. But now everyone's washing hands, fam.
You know what the government needs to do? They need to start telling people to wash the bum line now, fam. Because I've had enough of this toilet paper fiasco. Just get a jug, get a bottle, wash the bum line.
But how's the toilet paper fiasco going? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not really shocked for toilet paper like that. So I'm not
I,
sure on the current situation with that.
I went Costco and I bought some ages ago, so I'm still good. Bro,
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm
we washed the bum line.
it's got to be washed. There's a loader, there's spray. I think it's the most clean way, yeah, so that nothing's left
Yeah.
on that line. But I think people still disagree with that. But that's them. That's them. But
Imagine. No, wait, let me quickly. Let's not move on. Let me just tell you what happened. Yeah, one time I told a guy, I said I wash my back off with water. Guess what he replied?
tell me,
That's nasty.
that's nasty.
He
You
said,
know, I don't want to get
that's
explicit.
nasty.
I
Huh?
don't want to get too explicit and say like, look, if you're telling me you're not washing your batty line with water, then I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of skid marks down there. But obviously, if they're not ready to talk like that, that's them there. Other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with washing. You understand? I feel clean, and I think people need to start understanding that still.
It's actually mad, fam. This whole world is gone crazy. The
It's
virus
it's
has got everyone on ropes.
it's like you said. It's like it's a different atmosphere. It's like when I go outside, normally I'm seeing different heads. I'm seeing all the guys in the strip, all of that. But you're not seeing no one today. I mean, today, for example, it's a sunny day. I've seen a lot of people in the park today, which shouldn't be the case, but I saw a lot of people in the park today.
They're
I
getting
saw
their
a lot
1 hour exercise.
yeah, everyone got their 1 hour exercise at the same time, bro. And like it's an eerie feeling. It's for me, it's like every day feels like a Sunday.
Yeah.
Hard cars, hardly any people outside walking. It's weird. And what's weird is like normally I go for a takeaway, but I'm not even touching these takeaways. So that itself feels weird. I'm making my own food at home. I'm making my own fried burgers. I'm not getting that same taste. This whole thing is weird, and I don't like it. I'll be real with you, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I can't wait to have my first proper outside takeaway. Like, I get takeaways a bit, just, get it and bring it. But I'm talking about,
Yeah,
I want to go and sit inside the takeaway and munch it.
bro, that's the whole sort of motive that I like to call it. Just going to the place, sitting there, eating, chilling, relaxing. You're with your boys or you're with whoever you're with, and it's a bit of a nice time. Do you understand? I don't like this
Yeah.
takeaway business sometimes, but I mean, I'm happy for all these small businesses who are still open for takeaway, which is good. Like, I've seen a couple of chicken shops in ends open, which is good till late night as well. I've seen some dessert places open.
Dessert.
And obviously they're doing the delivery Uber Eats, which is good. At least they're still making their money. But yeah, that's solid behavior. I think, like you said, I can't wait to go for my first meal outside. But for now, I can't trust it really. I heard McDonald's is opening next month again. Apparently, or was it this month?
It's already next month.
Oh, it is
It's
already next month.
April.
Oh yeah.
It's actually 420 today, I think. No,
Oh
no,
yeah.
it's not 420. It's the four. It's actually the 4th of 2020, so it's 420 kind of. It's a BTEC 420.
It's the UK 420.
But the whole month is 420 anyway, because it's the 4th month and 2020, so 420 is the whole month.
Oh, bro, you know what? I saw that on Twitter today, and I didn't understand it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been tired. But
I've
thank you for like clarifying. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I like that.
I've indirectly explained it to you.
Raw, bro. Honestly, I'm very enlightened right now because I was very confused when I first saw it in the morning. I was like, What's this? I don't understand.
It's all a bit mad still.
What's your just quickly? Yeah, whilst we're on this coronavirus point, what's your thought process or your opinion with respect to these conspiracy thingy bobs that this coronavirus is just a mask for this whole 5G
Everyone
connectivity?
needs to shut the fuck up, honestly. And you know why I'm gonna say that, yeah? And I'm gonna say it
Right.
with my rudeness. Because every single time something happens, yeah, for example, if a rapper dies or someone gets ill, or it's always a conspiracy fucking theory, bruv. Let it go.
True, but I think you got to think about what has happened before in the past. Something's happened, but there's been a different motive behind it. It's like
Bro,
that whatever happened was a disguise, it was a mask for actually what's been going on backstage. So same time, I don't think you can blame some people to start thinking, yo, it's this whole coronavirus is something else. Like I was saying to you, one of my brethren today, I was like, imagine. I'm not saying that 5G is what it is. But I was saying, imagine this coronavirus. People are dying. People are in hospital for coronavirus, and people are saying you're diagnosed with coronavirus. Imagine really and truly the symptoms are of this 5G radiation thing, but these doctors are just saying coronavirus as a disguise.
but big
Is that
man,
mad?
how many
Mad?
doctors do we know? We know doctors. Everyone knows doctors. Everyone's gonna know a doctor somewhere. None of these doctors have said, "Oh no, we're just waffling. It's actually not corona. It's just 5G radiation." It's not that, bro. You know your mobile phone will give you off radiation. They say don't keep in your pocket. All of this, plus
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
all these people waffling about this 5G, yeah, if they're waffling about it, cool. But when the phone upgrade comes, they're gonna switch straight over to 5G. The conspiracy theory is gonna end there. I hate these conspiracy theories, blood. Like if rappers get shot and die, yeah. Oh, he was an Illuminati sacrifice. Oh, someone next to him sold their soul. Can't people get shot? Can't people die? Can't people have a heart attack?
Thingy, Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's always a fucking conspiracy, man. Always, bruv. If a rapper that comes from a gang background, he's gonna have ops. You get me? A rapper
Yeah,
who glorifies drugs, he may overdose because you don't know how much you're taking. You don't know how much is in your body. Do you get me?
100%.
Things happen and then people jump straight into the conspiracy theories, man. Fuck off. I'm not here for conspiracy theories.
Everyone's at home. Everyone's bored out of their heads. I think I can understand if people have had time to think about these conspiracy theories, given there's literally nothing to do. You get me? I mean, everyone's mentally drained. They're like, yo, I want to do this, I want to do that. But there's so many restrictions to obviously try to contain the coronavirus, which is looking a bit long, but that's coronavirus. But
Coronavirus.
coronavirus has been going a bit mad. I think, I, ban coronavirus. I think a good thing to come out of coronavirus is TikTok. I think the use of TikTok has increased immensely. I think, especially in this country, obviously TikTok, what used to be musically, widely used in India and Pakistan. Everyone's seen those famous memes of these guys going all out with the production and creativity. It's nice to see like people on Instagram and Twitter that I follow, for example, have jumped on TikTok making their content, which is all very much similar, but everyone's got their own take on it. What's your sort of opinion on TikTok?
To be honest, I'm on TikTok, but I'm not making funny or anything. I'm just making retarded content. Like, it's just don't even watch it. I'm just making it for the sake of making it. It takes 3 seconds. But what I do like though about TikTok is it's shown me, or the people have been posting music in their videos or whatever, and it's some old school music that I forgot existed. So I'm listening to it again, and it's gassing me up. So I've got a mad playlist right now of just music from early 2000s all the way to I think 2 3 days ago, where AM, a rapper, he's dropped a album which is very good. So anyone listening, go support the brother. I don't know him, and I'm not getting paid for this, but we support people.
I think that the tune he had with M Honcho was
Yeah,
solid behavior. What was the other one you sent me, man?
Pac-Man,
Pac-Man,
AM to PM. That's my
solid.
favorite song.
I like that better than the M Honcho one still. I
Yeah,
think
that's my
Pac-Man.
favorite.
AM, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't listen to him at all. I'll probably not listen to him at all, maybe once or twice. I think one feature he had with Gecko and French Montana, I listened to that, wasn't a big fan of that. But in the one with Pac-Man, I was kind of impressed. He sounded good. Pac-Man obviously went in hard. I've still got to listen to the whole album. But that's that. I'm not sure if you've listened to the Insomnia one, Young Ads, Skepta and Chipmunk.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I tried so hard to listen to that song. I tried, but it's just there's something about it I don't like. I don't want to listen to that. I'm not listening to it again.
Well, do you listen to the main tune, the first one they brought out with the
No,
video?
I listened to the one where they dropped the thingy. They dropped a video. I think it's on GRM or Link Up.
That's what I'm saying. Was it the first video, or the second one?
Oh, I don't know. They're inside the house.
Oh, you know what? I don't even watch these videos too hard. I'll be real with you.
I'll search it right now while you speak.
Yeah, I think there was one. Like Chipmunk went in hard. Young Az was mainly on the chorus, and Skepta went in hard as usual. I forgot what the song's called. It was a bit of a. It was a deep.
Mains. I think it was Mains.
I think it was mains. I've never heard Ads on that sort of beat before. But I thought that was a solid tune. I think because Chipmunk went in quite hard.
Shall I
Um,
play a couple seconds of it?
you can do for our listeners if you ain't listened to it.
Yeah, I don't like this. The beat is lazy. It's a beat.
I'm not sure if that's the same song, you know.
It's probably something else. You know, Young Ads. Yeah, you know what? I love Young Ads.
What?
He hates t-shirts.
He hates t-shirts, bro. He hates t-shirts for real. Nah, sorry, bro. The one that I listened to was called Ways, the one that came out a week ago.
I don't think I listened to that.
Yeah, Mains, I've not heard. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Ways, that's a solid tune. That's the one I was talking about. That's a solid behavior tune.
Yeah, I'll listen to that after this. But I actually listened to a tune that I think it was 2 days ago, and I recorded a reaction for. So it was my first time listening to it, and bro, it was cold. I'm gonna send all the details, and I'm gonna drop that video probably early next week.
Oh, it's
Um,
for another tune, yeah?
yeah, I've got a few reaction videos done. I've been shooting a few. I've been trying to make the most of this Corona thing because I know once this Corona thing, kind of dies down, I'm gonna be, busy again. So it's more of
Yeah,
a
and
need to
100% think
get some
again.
reaction videos in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I liked your reaction video for that Dutch Valley tune. It was solid behavior. I think for all you guys listening to this podcast right now, I think if you want, you can pause this podcast, go listen to that reaction video, uh, and like the video. Subscribe to Master Meezy. Yeah, so this is a bit of a plug, but it's got to get done. Got to support my brother,
Yeah,
Master Meezy. Yeah,
have
so
to
like
plug.
guys, please make sure. I think yeah, let's get back onto track. I thought I'd just do a little product placement for you, my brother. Master Meezy,
Oh
actually.
my guy. But yeah,
Yeah,
everyone, if you want to subscribe, subscribe. I don't even think anyone's gonna listen this far, honestly. They probably heard our conversations and they're gonna be like, nah, I'm not listening to this. So if you're
I
still
did,
listening, shout out you, innit?
there was like a solid 240 views in our first Wafflers weekly episode. Yeah,
Yeah.
given it was hard to market it. I think that's decent. I'm sure like a lot of people who listened to it from my side said, "Oh, it was good." Especially for quarantine season. I think that's some people said quarantine season is perfect to listen to and whatnot. So I mean, I guess it's some good that we're doing. Can't really complain.
Yeah. Live time right now it's on 249 views and it's been out for I think 2 weeks now. It's on the
Yeah.
22nd.
Okay.
So on tomorrow it's been 2 weeks and that's not bad at all for
100%.
that's a lot of views and the vlog's doing decent. That's what I've been, focusing on vlogging this week. The vlog's gonna be out Sunday. This is probably gonna come out after. So if you're listening to this, just go check the vlog out. It's already out. That's the
What?
best I can say.
Sorry to like disrupt you there, yeah. But obviously, you're doing something in your time with quarantine season. You've ventured into something that you've not done before, which is all this vlogging, podcasting, etc., etc. I mean, if there was a person who was unsure with what to do in this quarantine season, what advice would you give them, given what you've been doing? You've ventured into something new. I mean, would you give any advice to this person?
Uh, to be honest, I'm not the best person to be giving advice, but I would say try something a bit different. Like if you've been doing the same old, maybe now's the time to try something a bit different. So me, I'm not really a social person like that, so a lot of this talking on here I'm only doing, it's more of a conversation with me and someone I know, but I'm putting it out so people can listen, plus reactions. If you saw the Dutch Valley reaction, bit camera shy, whatever, my whole channel's organic, so you're gonna see the flaws, you're gonna see everything. A lot of the stuff is one take. We're not recording again. If there's a blooper or whatever, we're just gonna laugh about it and carry on. I'm not
Yeah,
editing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
just I say try something new, try learn something new or whatever. If someone, if you're at home for a month and you haven't learned something new, then I think that's a bit of an L. Like me, I've learned numerous things. I'm even starting to cook a lot, making my own food, and you've been cooking a lot as well. So, just experimenting with the flavors, trying to cook
100%.
up. And yeah, I've been doing a whole bunch of things.
No, that's good. I'm happy seeing that as well. You documenting that and stuff and whatnot. So that's good, bro. That's good, bro. But you know what? I'm gonna take it to a sadder note, especially for you. And maybe you know what I'm gonna say next, and that is Bill Withers.
Oh man.
Bill Withers. What
R.I.P.
say, bro? Bro, just the other podcast, you were singing "Ain't No Sunshine" when she gone, and now he's actually gone.
It was literally 2 weeks ago. I said on the podcast, I can't wait. Like, I want to see the guy. I want to meet him. I don't. You know me. I'm not really a fan like that of people. I don't want to meet no one. Celebrities. They always say, "Oh, don't meet your hero or whatever." So I don't really want to meet no one. Like I've had the opportunity to meet a few rappers, Red Dead Tear. I don't want to meet people. Do you get me? Like I just want to keep it at a distance type of thing. And but him, he's got good music. People know him around the world for multiple different songs. And Unfortunately, he's passed away, but he lived a good life. 81 years old, it was his time
Bro,
to go. So RIP.
big up Bill Withers, man. I think without that tune in the sunshine, I think well we wouldn't have been vibes in. Trying to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So no,
fully.
it's good. It's good. I think everyone has their time to go. Um, and I guess it was his time to go. I think it's a solid reminder as well. Like, don't don't stop or don't let negative thoughts get to you when you want to try something.
Yeah,
You get like go out and get it. Whatever it is you want to do, go out and get it because you don't know when it's your time to leave and it to
yeah,
depart from the world. So make use of every single day you have. And like Meezy has just said, try different things. See what your passions are if you don't know already. You get me? If you know what your passions are, go and get it. Do you understand? It's like me, I like this whole idea of just making stupid videos and content. I've started doing that slowly on TikTok since I've got that time because I enjoy it. I used to do it back in the day, that 5 years ago, went well. I stopped, but I sort of jumped on it again. I don't want nothing out of it, but I'm just doing it to get a kick. All I'm saying is, because this life is short, go out and get what you can and make use of your days and time because time is very limited. And we're fortunate to have this time to go with family, to focus on other things. Um, and we're not spending time traveling either. I'm used to traveling 2 hours a day. I've got those 2 hours to do something now. You get me?
yeah. I
So
just wanted to add, sorry to cut you off, bro. Just never be afraid of what someone's gonna say to you about what you're doing. So
hey,
I could have 100 hate comments right now. I don't care. This is people on behind fake accounts online you're never gonna meet. There's a lot of insecure people out there, fake tough guys that think everything's wet, everything's moist. Just have fun, man. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
Meezy, I can agree with what you're saying. I think it's true to say what you've said. It's all about implementing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to say and have the thought in your head, but make sure you know how to implement. But I think we got some exciting times ahead, such as tonight. What's tonight? Easy.
WrestleMania.
Solid behavior. It's gonna be a
Oh,
bit of a weird. I'll be real with you. I don't know what to expect given since the COVID-19 breakout, how it's been like. Had it been the shows, both AEW and WWE, doing it in arenas with no fans. I mean, I don't know what to expect from WrestleMania, to be honest.
um, to be honest, I think the only reason I want to stay up for this one is because I've been watching all the other ones. I've been watching WrestleMania. Like I don't really stay up for anything like wrestling. I'm not up to date with WWE. So a lot of things are going to be shocking to me, like storylines or whatever. But I'm saying I want to watch this because it's just an annual thing. Watching WrestleMania, watching SummerSlam, like pay-per-views, I'd watch. Everything else, I don't really watch, keep up to date with. But definitely the pay-per-views. Plus, another thing is, I don't think they're gonna do this 2 day WrestleMania weekend thing again. Normally they call it WrestleMania weekend and it's just WrestleMania on one day and that's it. Literally Saturday or whatever. Or
I,
Sunday.
yeah, I think I prefer the 1 day thing. I can understand why they've done a 2 night thing because they have nothing else on. I mean, they were meant to have NXT takeover on the Saturday night, but obviously that got cancelled. So,
Yeah,
and
because
because they've
there
got
is
that.
NXT matches on.
Yeah, I mean NXT is still on. They've taped a lot of weeks in advance, but the actual NXT Takeover pay-per-view, they obviously cancelled that. And given how many matches there are on the WrestleMania card, there's about 16 matches. Rather than us sitting there for 7 hours watching all those matches, they've obviously split that into 2 nights, which is good. I don't mind that, but I think I like the idea normally, hopefully next year when all this COVID-19 mess is over, to get back to 1 night again. Because I like the different. wrestling they have on NXT Takeover. I don't know if you watch NXT or
I've
NXT,
never ever watched NXT in my life ever.
bro. I would say honestly, you want to give, and if forget WWE, the main roster, but at least NXT, watch that. And the reason why I say that is because, like AEW, NXT has a lot of indie wrestlers who have been signed up and they stay there. So you got people like what Adam Cole, you've got Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, who have come from the indies. And bro, the wrestling you see there, especially on their pay-per-view NXT Takeover, bro, it shits on a normal WWE pay-per-view. I'm telling you right now, it's known to be sick.
I'll
So
actually give it a go. Now that you've said that, I'll give it a go. I'm always open to new things, and especially because Corona's got me open to new things. I've got WWE Network, so I'll be watching it on the network. But
I
just
need to stop that still.
yeah, I'll hook you up. Hopefully, it works on more than one screen. I was just saying the reason I want to stay up for this is because it's the first time ever this is happening, and there's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of matches, and it's a different vibe. And obviously, I think in a way the matches will be more quality because they won't be rushed for time. Because normally when they do matches, they even have to say they're there, the match goes over. I've heard stories of, I think it was an Undertaker match went over by about 10 minutes one time, and literally they had to cancel like a woman's title match or something like that. They always have to
Oh,
cut
yeah,
a
yeah,
match out.
yeah. I, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously now that they've been able to edit it, they're gonna show the good stuff. It's gonna be more like a movie, so all the unnecessary bits are gonna be gone. I don't want to say this, boost it up, and then I'll message you tomorrow morning like that was shit. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I think like I've seen a few rumors flying about that at least a couple of matches on the WrestleMania card will be taking place outside of a WWE ring.
Oh yes, yes, it's true. It's
So the Bray
true.
Wyatt
It's
Cena is going
damn
to be
true.
the Firefly, no, the Firefly Funhouse, which is going to be quite sick because I don't know if you've seen Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton in the Bray Wyatt house. It was lit. Um, that's gonna be good. There's another match. I forgot what the other match was. But that's gonna be solid. I think they're gonna push the creativity side of things in regards to filming. Because they've taped it. So
Yeah.
I look forward to it. I think it will be a good WrestleMania because it'll be different. I think they'll capitalize on creativity, which they do have at some points, especially when it comes to filming stuff. So, I mean, do you have any particular match you're looking forward to this WrestleMania?
Undertaker versus AJ Styles, and one of the reasons is because actually last night I was watching WrestleMania 17, and that's when Undertaker was American Badass. And
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of people do not like Undertaker American Badass. But I
I like.
think that's one of my favorite gimmicks of The Undertaker.
Yeah,
And apparently, well, the rumors have been that he's coming back as American Badass. And plus, because the match is not going to be a normal match, it's a boneyard match, which
sorry,
was,
that's the second one that's going to be filmed outside. Sorry to disturb, but I think it's that match as well. Just
yeah.
be different. Yeah.
And I've
I think
I've heard that it's something like outside brawl type of match, like a street fight kind of thing. But if they've said boneyard, in your idea, you're probably gonna have like a coffin yard in your head, like a
yeah,
graveyard type of thing. So if it's like that, it's good to see something different, but sometimes it doesn't work because they can't really do all the moves they want to do. So it's just a lot of lazy
yeah.
punching.
I mean,
So we have
I
to
don't know
see.
if you saw Raw on Monday, but Undertaker sort of came out of his dead man persona, and he had more of an American badass persona, where he was speaking way more, like
Yeah,
not like slow, like yeah, I'm gonna get you. It was a proper wicked promo, like the American Badass Undertaker promo. I don't give it a watch. It was quite cool to see in it.
yeah.
So I think that gave an inclination that he'll come out as the American Badass, which will be good. I think it'll be refreshing for fans to see. Um, But then it just depends what he can do in that match in regards to can he hold up that whole match because he said in that promo he's got more years behind him than he has in front of him. So his time is coming where
Yeah.
no more petrol in the tank.
The tank's on E again.
Tank's on E again. Bloody hell, bro. That's Undertaker. His tank is on E. Then you put on £5 petrol. Then he's good. Then it's E again. That's the Undertaker for you. I swear down. I'm telling you right now. That's the Undertaker. What's your favorite WrestleMania match? I think I'm ready
Oh,
to what you want to say because you watched a lot of WrestleManias, as you said, in the past few days. So I would like to know what your favorite WrestleMania match is, if you have one, or if you have multiple. I don't know.
I have multiple, yeah. And you put me on the spot, but the funny thing is I was actually speaking about this last night, so it's kind of in my memory.
Right.
Um, one of my favorite matches was Triple H Undertaker WrestleMania 17,
Oh yeah.
and that's what I was watching yesterday. But I have negative feedback like 20 years later for that match.
Why?
It should have been a street fight. It should have just been a street fight, no disqualification. But instead, they knocked down the referee. They went into the crowd. They walked a bit. The referee's still lying down. They're beating each other up with chairs. Then they're throwing each other off things onto tables and whatever. Then they're going back to the ring. This is not happening quickly, by the way. This is a good 10 minutes. You go
Oh,
back to the ring, and Mike Chioda is still lying down. He's having a nap.
yo.
He's sleeping. Why is he sleeping?
Oh, bro. That's funny. That's how I saw in WWE, bro. They once they're knocked down, they're down for time.
I
They're
hope they
not
never
down.
paid him for the time he was sleeping because he should be getting paid for the hours he worked, not the hours he rested.
Bro, he rested for time. They always do that. I think he was doing that in was it him? I don't know who it was. It was WrestleMania 24 when it was Undertaker versus Edge, and the
Oh,
referee was knocked out. Taker hit the tombstone, and then you see Charles Robinson. He does that the maddest sprint in that long ramp. It looked bare funny, and it came as 1, 2, 3, and the other referee was still knocked out for time.
these men go to sleep wherever they want.
Fully. That's refs, man. These refs, they do not have like any any strength within them, bro. Once you
Yeah.
hit them, they deflate like a balloon. But there's some of the hench referees now, bro. Like this couple in the NXT, like they got muscle in it. If I see them sleep like that, yeah, I'll go to Triple H and ask him why did you employ this guy if he's sleeping after getting one little punch on the face, bro.
Yeah, the fella just goes to bed. I keep stuttering. Someone's gonna roast me for the stuttering I've been doing. I'm sounding like an idiot. But they need to understand we're multitasking and we're comfortable today, so there's no rules.
No, bro, no rules at all, bro.
I stole the no rules from Specs, yeah. If someone listens to this from the No Rules show, I borrowed it. I'll give it back to him later.
Oh, well, it's good you're borrowing it, bro. Hopefully with no interest, bro.
Yeah, I'll give it back to him. Don't worry.
That's it. Solid behavior.
I
Oh,
like I like the older WrestleManias to be honest. Like another one of my favorite matches was probably Undertaker Triple H. All of Undertaker Triple H's at WrestleMania was sick. There was like three of them or four of them.
yeah, there was WrestleMania 27 and WrestleMania 28 against Triple H and Undertaker. The 28 one was sick. The Hell in a Cell one.
The Hell in the Cell. That's the one I'm talking about.
Shawn Michaels as a referee, bro. That match had bare emotions. That was
Bro,
a solid behavior match.
emotional match. The reason being it was so emotional is because the way Michaels, if you saw Michaels in the corner, like he fought Taker, then he's Triple H's best friend, and he just wanted the match to end, and they were beating each other up the whole time. Bro, and then the best thing at the end of the match, where they all hugged, and
Yeah,
it was just an amazing moment, a sick WrestleMania moment, one
it was
that will be
amazing.
spoken about for many many years.
I agree. I think it's like you said with Shawn Michaels. I think he displayed so much emotion. Like I think was there. I think when Triple H kicked out the tombstone, I think. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no. When Shawn Michaels hit the sweet shit music on The Undertaker.
yeah, to get him down.
One, two, kick out. Shawn Michaels, the way he reacted, oh my days. It was like, I want this to rest. I want this to be done.
He was fully screaming and shouting, and you know, it was just a mad match. But to be honest, growing up, Triple H was my favorite wrestler, and the Sky came on with the time when Triple H was champion. So I saw Triple H get given the belt by Bischoff and all of that.
Yeah.
So like he loved that title. So another one of my favorite matches was Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels
We don't
versus Triple
talk
H.
about Chris Benoit. No, I'm joking.
It's gonna start blurring out. It's gonna say I'm gonna say Chris, and it's just gonna go.
WrestleMania 20. That was honestly a wicked match.
Yeah,
I think
100%, man.
I think was that Chris Benoit's first world title. I think it was still.
Yes, it was his
Um,
first world title, and the thing that made that match was what happened was I think he got suplexed by Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
oh
He got
wow.
suplexed. I think he got suplexed. Was it that match? Through the announcer table at the start. They done like, yeah, it was announcer table at the start because Triple H and Michaels were like, we're gonna fight for it. Forget this Benoit guy. And then Benoit came back. He messed up everyone, you know, finished off. I think he made Triple H tap as well with
Yeah,
the
yeah, he did. Yeah,
crippler
Benoit was like
across
the
face.
underdog. I think everyone was rooting for Benoit. Um,
Yeah.
I think that reminds me of like very similar to. I don't know if you've seen WrestleMania 30, Randy Orton versus Batista versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel
Mhm.
Bryan was practically playing a Chris Benoit role. He's a smaller guy. Everyone
Yeah.
wants him to win, but obviously the other two are taking a mick, trying to eliminate him out of the equation, and then they finally win. I think it was a nice moment at the end of WrestleMania 20 when Eddie Guerrero comes out, um, and they both embrace.
That was one of the most emotional moments ever in wrestling.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. It was great to see. I think both of them was Benoit part of WCW. I'm not sure.
I think he was with Eddie, with Chris Jericho, with all the smaller guys. They're all the cruiserweights.
They're all like the cruiserweights. They're the smaller guys.
Yeah.
I think it was a big turning point having a smaller guy like Eddie Guerrero, someone like Chris Benoit hold a world championship because Vince isn't keen on smaller people winning titles like that. You get me?
Yeah,
So
100%.
they were muscular. They had gains. They looked lean. Like Eddie Guerrero had a massive like back. His lats were massive.
Yeah.
His shoulders popping. Same with Chris Benoit, but they were still smaller guys. I think that was a turning point of allowing small wrestlers become world champions, and I think that was solid behavior.
The reason I was like it's emotional is I do watch that clip a lot, or I watch the match, and I'm upset because both of them are passed away, and it's just tragic how one passing away led to the other doing the things he did,
Yeah,
and just because Chris Benoit was such a perfectionist, like he was a wrestler. Other wrestlers they take the piss, whatever, but I remember listening to a story. I think it was Chris Jericho's podcast or something like that,
yeah, yeah.
and there was a match, and Benoit did a kick wrong, but it was perfect. But to him, he done it wrong. And then the wrestler, I think it was Chris Jericho, but I'm not gonna say that, so I'm just gonna say the wrestler. The wrestler went backstage and saw Benoit doing squats, and they weren't normal squats; they were Hindu squats, which is like, a whole body type of squat thing. It's
Oh,
mad. YouTube it and you'll see. And Chris Benoit said, I messed up the kick, so I need to do 500 squats. And he did
wow,
500 squats to punish himself, to make himself not mess up again.
that's discipline, bro.
Disciplined guy, fam.
I think both Benoit and Guerrero would have been great trainers of like the next crop of superstars of the WWE. Or if forget WWE, even if they went to AEW and became trainers there and coaches there, I think they would have been real assets. It's like Dusty Rhodes. You know Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah, 100.
Dusty Rhodes, he's
Actually,
a T-bro.
The thing was, I listened to Chris Benoit's son's interview, his first ever interview, and he actually spoke that his dad was thinking about doing his own wrestling school. So it was actually gonna come into plan, like WWE was gonna help out or whatever with it, and he was only gonna wrestle for a few more years anyway. So 100%, if those things didn't happen that day, then he would have gone on to, be a trainer and train the next generation of superstars in
Yeah,
his own
yeah,
wrestling school.
he would have been a real big asset because you got people like Shawn Michaels. I think had a school at one point. Booker T still has one, which is good, and he's had people like the Usos and um, who's that? What's that woman's wrestler's name, man? The Ember Moon. You've had quite a few superstars come out of Booker T's school. I think there would have been a huge crop of talent coming out of Chris Benoit's school as well. So
Disciplined wrestlers from Chris Benoit school. If they mess up one thing, he's making them do 500 squats.
500 squats, no cap, bro.
500
Man,
squats.
I'm feeling reminiscent of all these wrestlers. I think I was talking about Eddie Guerrero. I think yesterday I was talking about Eddie Guerrero and why he was such a great wrestler. And I'd say the same about Shawn Michaels. I mean, with Eddie Guerrero, if I could touch upon that, he was a good guy and he was a bad guy. When he
Mm,
was a bad guy, you hated his guts.
mm,
When he was a good guy, you loved him.
yeah.
Yes or no? Yes. Like when he won the title against Brock Lesnar, no way out, bro. Everyone went through the emotion. If you haven't teared up watching him win that championship, I don't know. But Eddie Guerrero had that thing. Like I think John Cena, he recently said that once he was going to have a match with Guerrero, and instead of planning the match, Eddie Guerrero goes, "I'll just see you out there in the ring." They
Mm,
had their match. Eddie called the spots. And John Cena goes to him, yo, why did you do certain moves or certain things in the ring?
mm,
And Eddie Guerrero goes, did you see that kid at the front row? Did you see the second row, that huge group of people, how they were reacting? He goes, whatever I called out, whatever moves I told you to do, and I did, was from those reactions.
mm,
That's a huge, huge skill to have, to use reactions from the crowd live
mm.
to then do your next move to get a bigger reaction out of them. And that's why I think Eddie Guerrero is one of the greatest wrestlers who ever lived. His mic work, immaculate. And I'd say the same about Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels selling, mic work, all round wrestler. That's like Shawn Michaels is up there. Like him and Eddie, I'd put them both together as number one.
I'll definitely agree with the Eddie Guerrero being the best superstar to ever have lived.
Yeah.
Reason being is because you asked me about my favorite WrestleMania matches, but if we was talking about just favorite matches of all time, I have two matches that I watch a lot. Yeah, one match is Eddie Guerrero versus JBL steel cage match. Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and this is I watched it. I was watching the match when I watched it live. I remember what happened live. He knocked JBL down. He started climbing the cage, and I was shouting. I was like, "He's gonna win it! He's gonna win it!" And then he gets on the top of the cage, and he turns around. He does that smile, and then the commentator goes, "Oh no! Oh no!" Something like that, I believe. And then Eddie, he does his, the chest thing, and he does a frog splash off the top of the cage, and he lost that match. And it was just a mad feeling just watching that match happen. Just
I
watching.
mean,
Oof.
like you said, in regards to the frog splash, I think that was like one of the most amazing moments. And like I remember being off the edge of my seat, like, yo, Eddie, you're gonna win. But he went for the frog splash. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was. That's how you know the fans meant a lot because he did that for us to remember.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my other favorite match, you actually mentioned it, was Eddie versus Brock. No Way Out 2004, I
Oh,
believe. Yeah. No Way Out. And that was just an amazing match from Even Brock was shouting, "Goodbye, Eddie." And he was taunting him through the whole match, like not taking him serious because Brock was this mountain and Eddie was this hill, you know, two different things. And just seeing the way, I lie, I cheat, I still just, it was just amazing, man. Watching that match, I watched that match so much. And then watching him jump into the crowd, you know, get someone throws him a flag. I think it was a Mexico flag or a WWE title flag, and he's just dancing with it. Still him after that whole match. Just emotions after emotions through that match, man. And especially watching it now, it's just crazy, man.
I mean, it was definitely a feel-good moment. Again with the flag. Then he goes to the top of the ramp. He holds the title. Goes to his mum. I mean, amazing, man. Eddie was that guy who was able to get those emotions out of you. But look, Mas Meezy, yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what? I might have to go and grab a little bit of dinner for myself.
Yeah, I was thinking we should wrap this up organic style.
That's it, man. I think it's been a solid conversation today. I think, especially with WrestleMania season, we've talked about what we have loved, the feel good moments. Um, yeah, it's absolute waffle. I must admit, with Nutella. Yeah,
Absolute waffle, but it was emotional waffle today because Eddie and that and Bill Withers, but we keep it going.
we keep it going. I think it was solid behavior stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, and to all those listeners who are listening to the podcast, I hope you have enjoyed listening to the second episode of Wafflers Weekly. You know what? We waffle so much, so I don't think we even introduced the episode.
We actually don't, we don't introduce, we don't. It's just very, very organic. Like we don't do nothing YouTube style. Like I don't even say like, comment, share, subscribe. I just say thank you for listening. And
Thank you
if
for listening.
if you did listen all the way to here, bloody hell, mate, just holler me. I'm gonna reimburse you somehow. I'll give you a like on Instagram or something. That's
Well,
how
we're
we reimburse it.
40 plus minutes of pure waffle. But Mars Meezy, thank you for having me on again. It's been a
No
pleasure.
problem,
Hope
bro.
you have me again one time soon. Um, yeah, keep it locked, keep it tight.
Until next time.